right, so I want to get into team planning sessions because this is the time of year where you absolutely should be planning next year. So what are we, mid-October? So we are selling into next year in about a month. So we usually write 30 to 45 day contracts. So we only have about a month left. So we're at about 90, a little over 95 million closed and pended right now. So we've got about 4 or 5 weeks to get over. Our goal was 100 million closed, 110 million written. So that were our goal. Those were our goals for this year. So you have to have some sort of offsite sessions. There's some things in Google Drive for you to do this. I have my 2013, 2014 materials for my offsite. I think most of you have seen the 2015 materials. I'll bring them up here in a second. I want you guys to take a look at that. You have to be, even if it's if it's an admin and a couple buyer agents, you have to do something at least twice a year to keep that vision up in front of them. So if you're at $20 million today and you want to go to 100 million or 200 million, you have to show them that you're thinking about the path and their opportunity along the way. So twice a year you have to do this. The way we structure these, we do a half day where I'm presenting basically to the team and I'll go through what I present, and we do a half day team building. So if you have a small team, you could do a half day. You could do 2 hours as you talking to the team, and then you could do 2 hours some sort of team building or a half day team building event. Either way, you've got to make this thing that you're enlisting folks, you've got to make it exciting for them to be a part of what you're building, no matter how small or big it is. And it's if you think of all, especially if you're out of production, but if you're still in production, you know the grind of production, right? But you've got to make this exciting enough that everybody wants to stay on board. So help them get away from the grind and focus on bigger picture. I've gotten away from some of the issues. I used to bring up a lot of issues during my offsites where I give them time to stump Lars. I would have like an hour-long thing where they can anonymously ask questions, and some of the questions were challenging. I don't mind asking those questions. We just have a different structure for it now. So I keep the entire event now positive. So if you look back to some of the 2013 materials, those stump Lars type things, you may want to do those, but just make sure you don't end the day with those. But you mostly talk about the opportunity in the future. Allows agents and staff to participate in the direction of the team and for them to know some of the challenges you're having and get their help in addressing them. You have the opportunity to break the ice and bring out a different side of people, make them feel important and appreciated. We did an offsite probably a couple years ago where we went around the table and everyone shared something that it was likely that nobody on the team knew about them. And man, it was awesome. I mean, I think 3 or 4 people cried. It was very emotional. You want to be able to break the ice with your team and not keep everything business all the time. Real quick, I want to show you, and the reason I want to show you these is because I've done everything for the most part that you all will do. What I mean by that is that the people that don't overthink this and just set a date. So I want most of you, if not all of you, to set a date where you're going to meet with your team. This was our August one here. I just want to show you this because you can basically swipe all of this. But I've done so much work on all of these slides, and in terms of your dream, your vision, your purpose, your mission, your core values, your BHAG. I mean, you could substitute in all of your stuff here. If you're running the 5 C's for success, kind of what defines your team, sharing this personal vision for growth. It's okay if you share this exact ascension right here. I've had other people do that and it's worked really, really well because there's a huge opportunity. This is exactly what I presented to my team, that my last shift here is to ownership, and I'm taking less and less responsibility in the team. How do I come up with this stuff? The fact that we're showing, we're following scaling up and those sorts of things. Anyway, so our expansion, all that stuff. but you want to be able to show everyone where your company's going and why it's exciting for them and where the opportunity is. We did this looking back. So in your drive, you have, I used exactly this one. I didn't even change it. I said, welcome to High Performance Intensive. So we did a prides and a growth. And this was at the August one. And again, we had tears shed. So people want to open up. They want to be part of something big. So let them do that. So that's all that I'll share on that.